Welcome to our coverage of a powerful tornado that has recently struck the central United States, wreaking havoc in Kentucky and Missouri. In this video, we'll explore the extensive damage to homes and businesses, the community's struggle to cope with this destruction, and the implications of rising tornado activity in the region. We'll also highlight the ongoing emergency response efforts, the challenges of power outages, and the resilience of residents as they begin their recovery journey amidst threatening weather conditions. Join us as we dive into the impact of this devastating event and the calls for improved preparedness in the face of extreme weather. 1. Tornado tears through Kentucky and Missouri. A powerful tornado outbreak devastated parts of Kentucky and Missouri over the weekend, leaving at least 27 people dead and dozens more injured. In Kentucky, 18 fatalities were confirmed, with Laurel County bearing the brunt of the destruction. Entire neighborhoods in London were reduced to rubble, displacing families and overwhelming emergency services. Missouri reported 7 deaths, including 5 in St. Louis, where a tornado with wind speeds exceeding 140 miles per hour damaged over 5,000 buildings. Officials have declared states of emergency in multiple counties as recovery efforts intensify. 2. Communities grapple with widespread destruction. The tornadoes left a trail of destruction across the central U.S., obliterating homes, businesses, and infrastructure. In St. Louis, residents described scenes of chaos as the storm uprooted trees and downed power lines, leaving thousands without electricity. In London, Kentucky, survivors recounted the terrifying moments as the tornado tore through their town, leveling structures and scattering debris. Emergency shelters have been set up to accommodate displaced residents, while search and rescue teams continue to comb through the wreckage. 3. Surge in tornado activity raises concerns. The recent outbreak is part of a troubling trend of increased tornado activity in the central United States. According to the National Weather Service, over 1,200 tornadoes have been reported in the U.S. by early May, a number not seen since the infamous 2011 season. Experts attribute this surge to a combination of atmospheric conditions and climate change, which may be contributing to more frequent and intense storms. 4. Emergency response and federal aid mobilized. In response to the devastation, state and federal agencies have mobilized resources to assist affected communities. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear announced efforts to secure emergency and intermediate housing for displaced residents and anticipated the death toll could rise. Missouri Governor Mike Keogh confirmed 7 deaths, including 5 in St. Louis, where a tornado also injured 38 and damaged 5,000 properties. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, is coordinating with local officials to assess the damage and expedite aid. 5. Power outages and infrastructure challenges. The storms caused widespread power outages, leaving tens of thousands without electricity across multiple states. In Missouri, over 100,000 customers lost power, complicating rescue and recovery efforts. Utility crews are working around the clock to restore service, but downed lines and damaged substations have hampered progress. Transportation infrastructure also suffered, with numerous roads closed due to debris and flooding. 6. Residents begin the long road to recovery. As the immediate danger subsides, residents are beginning to assess the damage and start the arduous process of rebuilding. In London, Kentucky, community members have come together to support one another, sharing resources and offering shelter to those in need. Local officials emphasize the importance of mental health support, recognizing the trauma experienced by survivors. Reconstruction efforts are expected to take months, if not years, underscoring the need for sustained assistance and resilience planning. 7. Ongoing severe weather threatens recovery efforts. Meteorologists warn that the threat of severe weather is not over, with forecasts predicting additional storms in the coming days. The central U.S. remains a hotspot for tornado activity, and further severe weather is forecast this week, including tornadoes from Kansas to Oklahoma, extreme heat in Texas, and snowfall in the Northwest. Residents are urged to stay vigilant and heed weather advisories as the region braces for potential new challenges. 8. Calls for improved preparedness and resilience. The recent tornado outbreak has prompted calls for enhanced disaster preparedness and infrastructure resilience. Experts advocate for improved early warning systems, stricter building codes, and increased investment in community shelters. The goal is to mitigate the impact of future storms and safeguard vulnerable populations. As climate change continues to influence weather patterns, proactive measures are essential to protect lives and property in tornado-prone regions.